Annie was taking a shower, but the sliding door of the bathroom began to slide automatically. And when she lowered her head and was immediately screamed in fright, Annie desperately threw something outside. A talking doll. Although it had been burned to black, it was still waving its limbs and making terrible sounds. Annie called Mike to investigate, but he didn't believe her and thought she was just pulling a prank. However, Annie found some old documents in the basement that revealed the house's dark history. It turned out to be an almshouse. There was a murder, the deceased was stabbed with a fork more than 60 times, and the room where Anne now lived belonged to the girl who died tragically. And Mike suspected that the reason why the house was haunted was because the girl's soul was still there. All Annie wanted to do was move out immediately. But just as they were discussing leaving, the power suddenly went out. In the darkness, a white figure briefly flashed past them, followed by a series of blood-curdling screams. When the lights came back on, everyone was in shock. With the house becoming more and more dangerous, Annie decided to run away, but Mike stopped her, and she reluctantly returned. She began speaking aloud to the ghost, as if trying to communicate. Following some strange signs, she discovered a set of false teeth in the air vent. Then, guided by the sound of a mysterious bell, she found a pocket watch hidden under the floorboards. Clear signs that the ghost was leading her to something. But the murder victim was a 15-year-old girl. She wouldn't have had false teeth or an old pocket watch. These must have belonged to the killer. Annie began to suspect their neighbor, John. A foul, rotting smell often came from his home, possibly the scent of a decomposing body. Annie sneaked into his house to investigate, but found nothing unusual. She reached out to feel his mouth, hoping to check if he wore dentures, but accidentally woke him up. Frightened, Annie ran back home. Mike also went to confront John. He pulled out the pocket watch and questioned him. That's when John revealed the watch belonged to his adopted son, Andy. John hated him and had locked him in a room with a chain. But when John went to check that room, he discovered Andy had vanished and had been missing for the past 15 years.